Hey, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I hope you're having a great day. Today, we're having bad weather, tropical storm, Alberto. We're right in the middle of it. It's really not bad. I don't think it's going to get much worse. Right now, we're at 90% chance of thunderstorms, and it's really not that bad out there. But I thought I would take the opportunity to start shipping some of the items that sold yesterday and possibly today. I have lost an item, so I'm going to talk about that. And I'm also going to talk about Casey Rockstar Flipper's recent video about the used clothing policy on eBay, my thoughts about it, what I'm going to do or not do about it. So I hope you will enjoy this show, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, I see that we have someone in the chat, so let me check out. Hey, Bumcrack, how are you? Hey, Carol, how are you doing? Thanks for joining me, both of you. Yeah, so let me just move you guys over and show you our current situation on the radar. And like I said, they really pumped it up, which they really have to in our area. But I don't think it's going to be as bad as they've been projecting. Thank goodness, though, but this is what we're looking at right now. So I am smack dab. I can't get this video to go away. He's Frank. That's Frank, and he's talking about everything. But I'm smack dab in Houston, like around right there where my hand is. So if I zoom out, a lot of it is towards Galveston, Corpus Christi. This is pretty much what I think we have left to go, I think. I don't know. We're going to be on the dirty side of the storm, so we might get some of this. I'm just not sure. I've been trying to figure that out for the last hour, and I'm giving up on figuring that out. Let me move y'all back over before I start shipping. So how's everyone's day going so far? What are y'all up to? Are you working? I haven't really gotten a lot done today. My dogs have been kind of needy. So I went to PetSmart and got some pet food before the flooding started. And I put some inventory away. I took photos of maybe 20, 25 items, and I'm going to try to list those after I ship some. And then at 4 o'clock, I'm going to stop and inventory as many boxes as I can so I can get my drafts up for tomorrow. But right now I want to talk about Casey's video because I've already had 2 people. Hey, Rita, you're at work. Okay, well, if you have to leave for a few minutes, come back because I'm going to talk about Casey's video. I've already had 2 people message me this morning about it. Luckily, I already watched the video, so I knew what they were talking about. So I want to just give you my thoughts. And also, I think, let me see if I can put it on the other screen. Wait a minute, that's not it. Hold on, let me see if I can put it on another screen where you can just read this, because Casey read from this, and I think it would be helpful if I read from it. So, hey, Lucille, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you here. Okay, so I encourage you to go back and watch Casey's video, but I'm just going to kind of summarize a few things. For one thing, raise your hand if you've even watched the video. It is about the pre-owned eBay clothing policy. Let me know. I'm curious, has anybody seen this video yet? So basically what happened was one of his subscribers messaged him on Instagram a screenshot of another person that they knew in a Facebook page who had this happen to them. So right there, that's like, what, 2 people removed? That's not even direct information, okay? And yeah, you do. I haven't seen you on a live in a while. And so what it basically said was that this person had been selling clothes for a long time, and eBay threatened to take down her account unless she put a, a blurb in her description saying that her items were washed per eBay's standards, and that there is a policy on eBay that you are supposed to put that blurb in your description box. Now, I've never seen that. Casey had never seen it before. He said he thought it was added recently. My understanding is Tech talked about this a couple of weeks ago, this policy, and some people are saying it's been there for quite a while. So I don't know, but I'm going to share my screen and read it to you. Probably going to have to put on the dreaded glasses. So let me know if you have read this policy before, and also if you have this blurb in your description box if you sell pre-owned clothing. Because now everybody's just getting all upset and worried about it, and it's, so we already know that, used underwear and socks are not allowed, even if they're clean. Bras are not considered underwear. Used clothing must be properly clean and include a statement that the item has been properly cleaned. All right. This is the part in question. And it may be because this was put at the end of that sentence and people just don't notice it. I don't know. But that's what's got everybody all upset and worried. And so Casey showed on his video how to bulk edit your items and add a blurb that says this item has been properly cleaned. And I think he put on there, oh, I misspelled about. I just saw that in my title. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. And, he put in there that it's been cleaned according to eBay's expectations. All right. Well, when he did that, he put it at the end of his description. He did like 2 or 3 at one time. But you can do up to 2,000 at a time and add to your description box. The problem is when he did that, it bumped that sentence all the way to the bottom of his description box. He had this great big space between the end of his current description and that sentence was in teeny tiny letters. It wasn't the same font size as the rest of his description box. And so I think he was saying that kind of made it look like he was doing in small print. And he was going to go back and fix that. But the only way I know how to fix the font size is individually. I've never fixed the font size bulk edit. Okay. Am I going to do this or not? Are you going to do that? Are you going to put this in your description box? Well, like I said, I think a lot of people are jumping the gun here. They're getting concerned. I think if that policy's been there for a while, they have not aggressively been pursuing anything. But now that AI is out, they're probably going to find more. I also, since I don't know this person, and the person who messaged Casey is not that person, we don't know if this person has had a lot of complaints about their clothing being dirty. We don't know the history of this account. And I've never, ever in all my years had anyone tell me that my items arrived dirty. I've had an item that was told it was arrived too clean smelling, and she gave me a negative feedback because she said it smelled like Downy or Tide, which is funny because I don't use any of them. So am I going to do this? Well, I think what I'm going to do is not freak out about it. And if I start hearing about people getting this threat from eBay that their account's going to be removed, then I might add something. Now, the good thing is they told her that if she would put that blurb in, she could keep her account, which means they're giving her some time. I don't want to bulk edit, thousands of items at a time because I don't want it to happen like what happened to Casey yesterday. You put it in there and it doesn't look good, and then how do you take it out? It's very difficult to take it out in bulk. I've done it before, but it's very difficult. And you know me, I'm real anal about the way my descriptions look. And so if I do decide to do it, I will do it gradually. I will change my templates and include that in my description box. It will not be at the bottom, and it will be in the middle. and it will not be in bold where my where it says item is stretchy or not stretchy. That's in bold. Hand wash only is in bold. It will be under where it says you may expect some wrinkling of this item. And it'll just be right under that in regular font. Because what I think is going to happen, this is just my opinion, is all that's doing is giving a buyer another reason to open up an INAD, because they're going to see that, if they see it, and they're going to say, look, this says that it's clean to eBay standards and it did not arrive clean. Okay. Nowhere in my description box do I ever put anything that I want to make it sound better than it is. So on my pre-owned clothing, it says pre-owned condition. Good pre-owned condition. That's what it says, good. It never says pre-owned, absolutely fabulous condition, great condition, looks like it's never been worn, probably only worn once. No, I never do that because I don't want them, that's an opinion. And so when they get the item, if their opinion is not the same opinion as mine, they can open up an INAD, and they will. The other thing is dry clean items. I don't sell anything expensive. I am not going to dry clean my items. I don't have the money to go take items down to the dry cleaners. I do have access to Dryel, which I will use, but that's not dry cleaning. So if I put this item has been dry cleaned, that's really lying, right? Hand wash. I don't hand wash for the most part. I will hand wash something if it has a spot and I've already got it over the sink, treating the spot, then I'll hand wash it. But, that's what lingerie bags are for to me. Throw it in a lingerie bag, throw it in the washer, and put it on delicate. And that's what I would do. I don't sit there and hand wash, because I have a lot of items that are hand wash only. I'm not going to lie and say this item has been hand washed. I'm not going to do it. So I'd rather not put that blurb for now. I would like opinions, though. If you're in the chat, opinions. What do you think about this? Are you going to do it? Are you not going to do it? Why or why not? And if you're watching later, I'd also like to know why or why not, because I think this is creating a lot of stress in the community, and everybody's just getting all bent out of shape about it. And I don't know. I'm not going to freak out about it. Okay. And I'm not going to do it because I've heard one person who heard from another person who heard from another person that this happened. I'm just not going to do that. Okay. How are you doing, Glenn? Good to see you. Maybe moving forward. Maybe when I change my templates in July, I will start doing that. Maybe as I'm inventorying items, I will put that in the description, because I always add something different to my listings. And so even though I inventoried some of these boxes 8 months ago, I've already changed something the way I list things. And so that's how I make those changes. And that's why they're selling. And quite a few things have sold this week that I just inventoried in my geometric boxes. So just changing the listings seems to have helped. Sorry, I have to keep coming in and out busy today, so I need to put that on my account. Okay. I mean, I wash all and I use clothing all the time anyway. Yeah. So are you going to put that blurb, though? I guess is my question. I'm just afraid that it's going to be another way. Oh, you're listing engine parts. That's interesting. Another way for somebody to give me an INAD. Like, I have the wrinkling thing, like it may arrive wrinkled, and I still got that, message and that feedback saying this item arrived extremely wrinkled. Well, it was in there. Like, it didn't matter. They still wrote it, and they were still complaining. So, I don't know. Also, I have to figure out where this item is. The SKU number is WAT 95. That means watercolor 95. I never lose things, guys. I listed it on May 30th, it says. I know I have it because it was on Poshmark and I removed it. So I know I haven't sold it on Poshmark. I have looked under watercolor 95. I've looked under watercolor 59 in case I did my dyslexic thing. I looked under watercolor 9 in case I missed the 5. Maybe I typed watercolor 9 on the label accidentally. I looked at watercolor 5. Then I started looking at the boxes behind that box that it was supposed to be in, thinking, well, maybe it overshot it. Maybe it flowed over into the boxes. I've done that. Finally, I couldn't find it. So I went through all the watercolor boxes, every single one. And I think that's 145 items. So I went through 145 items real quick. I mean, I know the color. The color is a bright blue, and it's just real swirly. And so anything pink, I just skipped. I didn't look. I've done that. Then I went and I looked at floral 95, floral 9, floral 5, geometric. I looked at all the different sections under that number. Still can't find it. So I'm really confused with what I'm going to do. So I wrote her a few minutes ago and I said, look, this is very embarrassing. This never happens. I'm assuming it's fallen behind a shelf or something, and I'm going to keep looking for it. And luckily today's no postage, so I have an extra day. But hey, in case I don't find this item, is there another 4X top in my store that you'd like to substitute? Because I'll be glad to do that. Hoping that right now on her end, she's looking at my store, giving me a backup plan. Because dang, guys, it's hot out there in that garage. It is. Oh my gosh, I had to dry my hair a little bit just to come on. I was sweating so bad. This is when it's frustrating, when it's hot out there. My next thing I will do, because I don't think I've ever gotten to this point of ever losing something, I will look on my eBay, and it said it was listed on May 30th. So I'm going to look at May 29th, maybe even 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, around that area. And I'm going to print out those SKU numbers of things that I listed around that time. And I'm going to go to all those boxes and look at, and possibly I accidentally left the SKU number on the label and then just put the title in it and then printed it. And possibly what sometimes happens for me is that because I don't want to be walking back and forth, I'll pick up 2 items in my hand to put away. One's watercolor 95, one's floral 2, okay, because they're in the same area. And so I say to myself, watercolor 95, floral 2, but I could take that floral 2 and put it in the watercolor 95 box, because I'm doing 2 at a time, in other words, and I'm getting myself, and I shouldn't do that. I should pick up 1 at a time, but sometimes I'm trying to hurry. I find that with me, like if I have 2 sweaters, I just pick up both sweaters and I'm like, okay, 127, 300. So I just go, and I may have shot it into the wrong freaking box. That's what I'm thinking. I would say I probably have 450 boxes in my garage. And so that's a lot to go through. And since it's not in any of the watercolor boxes, that's my thinking as I put it in I put the wrong label on it or something. I don't know, guys. I'm trying not to think about it, but sorry I have to keep, you already said that. List the engine parts. So everybody's still, okay. So let's go ahead, before I start shipping, let's go ahead and send out some juju. Awesome. Okay, let me know if you make a sale during the show, and I will be glad to play a song for you. All right, so I have quite a few things that sold from yesterday. I had a really good day yesterday. I think I was over 200 yesterday, and I've had quite a few sales today, but some of them I haven't pulled. So, this is a gross box. Why did I pull this box? I may not ship. I'm going to pick a different box. This one's been sitting in my garage, and it's got all these fuzzies on it. Let me just put that away. But I want to go ahead and show you what it is, because it's a part, and I Haven't been selling. I just sold a part about 10 minutes ago, though. This is a Mr. Coffee brew basket. It sold for $28.70. It's been listed since April. Oh, there's a cha-ching. Okay, that's not good, Beth. Remove that. It didn't like it because I changed screens, I guess. I see two of me on there, and that's weird. So yeah, I've been making sales all day today. They're just kind of random things. I sold a dress for $3.50. It's probably the lowest I've ever taken. It was a flawed, extra small J. Crew dress, and she. Let's go ahead and look at this one. So anyway, that's the brew basket, and I need to clean that box up. I cannot let that out of here looking like that. So anyway, it was a flawed J. Crew dress, and I think we'll get to it. And she offered me $3 for it. It was an extra small. Gosh knows why I got that. And so she offered me $3. So I think it counted at $5.99 or something. And then she went up to $3.50, and I was like, sold, because it's flawed and I don't want it. So I don't know. I'm just glad. I'm glad that it's gone. Well, wonder what I just sold. We'll figure that out. Okay, let's go and get started. I want to get ahead of this because what's going to end up happening is I'm going to make more sales today, and then I'm going to have to come in here, and I don't want to do that. I want to have to keep coming in here and shipping tonight. I want to relax tonight. This week is the first week that I'm logging my hours. So yesterday I logged 5.5 hours. So it was like 4 hours during the day and then an hour and a half at night drafting. So that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Now this is a Christmas shirt, and it's sold for $26.50. It's been listed since January, and it's a Karen Scott. And I don't know if I paid anything for this. This may been a donated one. I'll have to look. But isn't that cute? But yeah, it's June. People are still buying Christmas outfits. So we're going to go ahead and let that one. Does it say it's free? No, I paid $1 for it. I had somebody donate things around December, and so I thought maybe that was one of them, but it's not. This person's name is D, just the initial D. She lives in Springfield, Louisiana. Thank you, D. And this is about a pound, quite heavy. It's denim, and it's a 2X, so it's kind of heavy. Hopefully it's not over a pound, but that's okay. Now that I have ground advantage, I don't even sweat that anymore. So what's everybody been doing? I really thought it would be thundering and lightning right now. And it's just, oh, it's only 13 ounces. Okay, it's not bad. I really thought that I was going to have a really bad storm during this, and I was kind of worried that I wasn't going to have my internet working, but I don't know. I'd rather it miss us than, I'd rather be too prepared, right? That's what we always say here. Just be extra prepared. And then I remember one year when I was teaching at a private school, I think it was Hurricane Hugo. They made this big to do about it in Houston. Like, we had to go down to the school and we had to move because we had all glass windows surrounding our rooms, and it was kind of like out in the woods, and we had to go down there and move everything away from the windows. It was a Montessori school, so we had all these shelves to move, computers, and it won't bring up my label. I don't understand. Hold on. It won't bring up the label. What's the deal? Okay, and so we went all the way down there. We did that. We closed the school. We boarded up all the windows. I mean, we did all this the day before, and then the next day there was no school, and I literally spent the whole day out at the pool that day. There was nothing, no rain, no wind. It was just bright and sunny, and I got the day off, and I spent it at the pool. It was great. But then when we had to come back, then we had to take everything down. Done. But I'd rather, I'd rather be over prepared, really. Well, we didn't really do that much for this storm because I don't know. It's weird, you know. Our pool, our not our pool. What do you call this? The lounge chairs. They're plastic. Twice this year already, they've ended up in the bottom of the pool. But during the 80 to 100-mile winds, they did not go in the pool. Isn't that weird? Um, Boy, I'm having all kinds of problems. This is all technical live. See, I'm having trouble with my Rolo now. After my Sunday night live stream, it took me about 20 minutes to finally get my Rolo to print. It had printed all those other labels during the show, but it would not print that one. And it took me about 20 minutes. I had to actually restart my computer, which I'm beginning to wonder is what I'm going to have to do now. It was printing earlier. I just printed some inventory labels, and it's just sitting there. I don't know. This might be a short show. Now it's telling me I have to sign into Microsoft, which is not true. So maybe that's interfering with it. Springfield's about an hour from you, Glenn. That's okay, Rita. Well, you know, at least you're busy and you're not bored. I just want to know if this is going to print. This is another reason why it's good to print now when I, you know, can, because did I just lose the whole freaking thing? Where'd it go? I'm going to print again. Let's see if it'll, I mean, like, it's not even bringing up the labels to print. It's just, it's weird. I don't know. I hope I don't accidentally click you guys out. I've now pulled the label up 3 times and it's still not showing me the PDF. I don't know. Always on the show. If I can't get it to print, I'll just show you what I'm selling, I guess. I don't know. What did I say? Her name was D. So I just want to make sure I print the right person if I ever print. You know, it's got the blue light. It says it's ready. When you go to print, it says Rolo ready. And then you just sit there and you get frustrated. Maybe one of my goals this year is to just go ahead and buy a wired-in label printer. And then just set this to the side, and then I won't have to be frustrated, right? I don't know. Let's see if that takes it. Well, I'm glad you're busy, Rita, because that passes the time. That makes it a lot better. It's a lot easier to work when you've got something to do, don't you think? Yeah, a lot of times I have to do a factory reset on this too, on this Rolo. See, it's not doing anything. It's just sitting there with the blue light. Just sitting there. I don't know. I'm frustrated. I can't even pull up the printer to cancel it. I don't know. There it goes. Wonder how many labels it's going to print. Isn't that pathetic? What was that, over 1.5 minutes probably to print one label? This is such a time suck. All right, let's see what else sold. I can't send this one because this is the lady that bought the bundle, and but I can show you. I can show you the item that I can't find. So she spent $50.30, and she bought it yesterday. So see, I've only got until Friday, I think. So this is the first one. This is the one that I can find. I do have in my hand. This is cute. It's a 4X Romans. See? I don't know why it says other person has this in their cart. How can they have it in their cart if somebody's ordered it? Okay, so let me go ahead and add this image. So this is what I'm talking about. Watercolor 95. That's what should be on the label. It was listed in May of 2024, and if you go all the way over to the end, it says it was listed on April 30th. But we can see what it looks like. But see, that's a pretty obvious pattern. So if that's in a floral box or a stripe, I haven't looked in stripes yet. I forgot about stripes. If I look in a stripe box, I should be able to see that pattern, right? What's it look like on the back? Okay. Another tip I give people is if there are buttons in the front, sequins in the front, something bumpy 3D in the front, but not in the back, I fold the item backwards. So you know how when you get button-up shirts, a lot of people fold the front, and then you see the collar. I do it the opposite way. I fold it backwards and have the buttons on the inside because I'm moving things in and out of those boxes so much, and they're hitting shelves and they're scraping shelves, and I don't want to scrape a sequence, scrape a button, a buckle, anything. I don't want to break anything. So that's how I fold them. That's why I was asking, what does it look like on the back? Because if it's solid black on the back, then the pattern will be a little bit difficult for me to find. But I should be able to find that. And I don't know. Rita forgot to say hi. Oh, Rita, you're just beyond sweet. So that one can't get shipped. Let's just hope that she is going to message me and say, oh, yeah, let's substitute this other one. No problem. And I didn't give her a price range or anything. I really don't care. As long as she's happy. Let's see what it's just sold. Okay, I just sold 2 more items. Let me go ahead and show you how I take them off. Let's go ahead and let's show that. I don't think I've ever showed this live because never had this happen on live. Okay, so I sold this Croft Barrel shirt a few minutes ago for $22.98. The SKU number is pink 59. So what I do is I go over to Poshmark. I do pink 59, and usually I put an E at the end, but I don't have to. But that's my SKU number on Poshmark, and then there it is. And so I will go and I will delete it from Poshmark. Even if they haven't paid, even if they've accepted the offer, I take it off of Poshmark because I don't want to forget. And then if the order gets canceled on eBay, I just don't have it on Poshmark anymore. And that's a drag, but that doesn't happen very often. Also, if you can, most of you know this, but if you're on Poshmark and you're trying to delete an item and it says there's an offer on it and you can't delete it, all you have to do is edit it, change the size, and I change it really big. Like if it's at 3X, I change the size to an extra small, save it, and then edit it, and you should be able to delete it. That's a nice feature on Poshmark. Okay, then I just sold the Spence dress, which is a large. It's sold for $22.89, and it's pink 10. 2 pink items. Interesting. So go up here, pink 10E, and see if it may not be there. If it's an old item, it's not even going to be on Poshmark anymore. I got rid of a lot of old items. So because I was just getting nervous. So I'm going to delete that one. This must be a computer thing because look how slow this is. Really slow. All right, so now that's all, and it will come up and it will say cannot delete. I never leave that page until I can come back up to the feed, so I know it got deleted. All right. All right, this is a Maurice's something or another. I need to put it back to by buyer because in case I get any duplicate buyers, I don't want to. I think I might have missed a duplicate buyer on Sunday. If I did, she didn't get her discount. She'll let me know. All right, Maurice's. I don't remember selling this. Okay, this is a repeat buyer. Her name is Shannon. This was listed in March of 23, sold for $19.02. It's a very small dress, which is why I have it marked down. It's cute though, but I got some really cute Maurice's 3X t-shirts the other day at the thrift, and I just listed them today. Um, and they are cute, and one of them is new with tags, and they are just adorable. I wish I wore that size because they were exactly what I would wear. Let's see where Shannon lives, and let's see if I can get a label off of this one faster. She lives in Northport, New York. Speaking of New York, where is Bridget today? I talked to her earlier. Bridget's having some of the same issues on Sidekick that I had. So I'm glad I've been able to tell her. I just told her, message them and they will fix this. I don't know why this happens on Sidekick, but when you first join, they're supposed to give you credits for auctions, and I didn't get my credits, and Bridget didn't either. But as soon as you bring it to their attention, they're like, oh, okay, we'll fix that. So I don't think they fixed that feature yet. And then I had to message them yesterday because my auction in the morning was supposed to be for 2 hours and it only went for 30 minutes. And so I just messaged them from the website and they go, okay. They said, we'll just give you an extra credit and go ahead and start another show if you want. And that's what I did. And that one went off just fine. So I don't know what the deal is. Wonder why you're so busy, Rita. Are people looking around for storage units right now? Is that the deal? Okay, I got to remember these people's names because the labels aren't coming up. Did I say her name was Shannon? Yes. There's 4 labels up there, and I want to make sure I got the right one. I'll try it. Let's see, what else can we talk about? I'm still nervous about the weather. It's pouring now. I can hear it raining, but no thunder. No thunder. I was able to take my dogs for a short walk, but it was so wet out there and muddy. And my one dog loves mud. My other dog does not want to get his feet wet. So it was very interesting trying to walk 2 different kinds of dogs. And by the way, those of you who have messaged me about my dog, she is much, much better. Thank you so much for asking. I would say she's almost back 100%. Next is a Caribbean Joe item. It was listed in February. It sold for $24.98. Paid $1 for it. I love Caribbean Joe. I don't know if y'all can hear the rain. Probably not. It's raining pretty hard. This is really cute. Now, I don't do anything sleeveless, but that's really, really cute. I hope Maggie watches later because I think she would agree with me. That's a really cute top. Caribbean Joe, people love it in my store. I think I have one shirt that is Caribbean Joe. Okay, I need to change markers. This goes to Melinda. Alrighty. If you were not able to watch my Tag Talk Monday night with Maggie, please go back and watch it. I heard that we had some pretty good tips on photography. So if you photograph clothing or media, that is for you. Media is at the end, by the way, if you want to look at media and not clothing. Carl, the lazy reseller, told me that he will no longer wear makeup when he's photographing because of my tip. Carl, I wish you were in here. Miss you, dude. Okay. I feel bad. I don't have very many available. We're like 95% full. So people are coming in and wanting a certain size, Rita, and you don't have them? Is that what the problem is? I can see where you would feel bad about that. You have a waiting list? My dad is still bugging me about getting a storage unit, and I'm just not going to do it. It's not going to do it. And there is just no reason that I need to keep my inventory somewhere else. I mean, I remember when Tech was talking about how he had his inventory at a storage unit and they had a hurricane there in Florida and the electricity went out and they wouldn't let anybody on the premises. He couldn't get to a storage unit. So he jumped the fence and he got in trouble. They called the cops, I think, on him. But he told him, he goes, look, that's my property in there and I got to have it. And I'm going to hop this fence, and he did not get arrested and he just stood his ground. You should have seen me. Oh God, what was it? Monday? Yeah, Monday. I had to get really, really mean at the bank. And I am not a mean person. Like, I don't get angry in front of people. I don't blow my top, but I was actually sitting on my hands at one point to keep from screaming at the guy. Hey, Sue. How are you? At the day job, just listening. Okay, thank you. Thank you for joining us. Okay, the next one is a Jessica Simpson shorts, maternity shorts. They were free, size medium, 15.55 I took. I've had them listed since July. So I have a feeling these are from my daughter because I don't get this size, but I do get maternity jeans. I don't know if I've ever bought maternity shorts, but anyway, I think those were hers and they're out of here and she didn't ask me to pay her or anything. And this goes to Emily. Yeah, 15.55 and that's including shipping. So anyway, so I was at the bank and all of a sudden Daniel was not able to get into the accounts. We have like 6 or 7 different accounts there, and she wanted to pay bills and stuff. And it kept saying, well, we need to send you a confirmation code on your phone to this number. Well, that number was not her phone number. And she has had that phone number for like 30 years. And they would not. So I went down there to do something else. And I said, I need you to put her phone number back to the right number. And they wouldn't do it. They said, no, she has to come down here. And I'm like, well, number one, this is on the other side of town. She doesn't live over here. She's in the middle of working right now. I'm her wife. I know all her passwords. I know her social security number. There's no reason why you cannot change the phone number back to the way it was before. And he just got really mean with me. And he told me that she had to sign a form. And I said, well, print out the form and I will take it home. And then tomorrow I'll bring it back out. No, that won't work. She has to be here in person. I'm like, no. And so finally I told him, I said, I'm not leaving here until you fix this. I got really angry. And I just, and I said, she's been with this bank since 1995 and you can't even do this. This is ridiculous, Why is it so? It's everything's like delayed. Trying to look at Rita's, and it's yes. I have a lot of 5x5. All my big ones are rented. Yeah, no hopping fences. Yeah, I know, but that's what I would have to do if the electricity went out and there was no way. Now I know Valerie said that when their electricity goes out, I think there's an employee that can come and release it manually or something. But that's not what happened to Tech. Like he could not get in. Like they probably had closed everything because of flooding and nobody was working, and he's just like, I got to get to my inventory. I can see him hopping a fence. I can't see me hopping a fence, but so yeah, everything's. I must have bad internet. I mean, can y'all see me okay and hear me okay? I'm not pixelating today though. I don't think. That's why I left the bank. Customer service is so restricted. Does it mean restricted? Did you mean restricted? Yeah, well, I don't know, Rita. I don't know what your people could have done in that situation, but I was furious. It's furious. I've sold several Croft Barrows today, it looks like. Anybody selling Croft Barrow? Because Croft Barrow is just really doing well. Judith bought this for $21.38. It was listed in March. It's cute, but it's not my color. But it's cute. A size 2X tee. I sell so many tees right now. I'm so glad I bought these tees. I really thought maybe I'd made a mistake. And the bathing suits, all together on the weekend, I sold 5 bathing suits because I woke up Monday morning with another bathing suit sale. So, and then I think today I may have a bathing suit also. So bathing suits are finally starting to sell. But I probably have 80 or 90 more. And I have 2 that I just took photographs of. I don't know. I know I sold a Cherokee bathing suit that I'm getting ready to pack. All right. Judith lives in Talent, Oregon. I think I've heard of that place. You just felt like they're so strict, right? Is that what you're saying, Rita? They're strict. Their rules can't budge on anything. They're not looking at the people. They're looking at this process, and that's the same way it is with education, curriculum, schools. They're all geared. I'm going to say most schools are geared towards that middle, child who can learn visually, auditorily, tactily, doesn't matter, just is like a sponge, right? But they don't adjust up or down for children who need more time, children who have attention issues, children who have dyslexia, children who have auditory issues. They will not adjust, or they don't have the ability to adjust. The teachers may want to adjust, but they don't have the materials, right? Or the ability to, I'm just going to say most schools, because some schools are finally coming around. But that's why I got my Montessori degree, because Montessori teaches auditorily, visually, and kinesthetically. And so no matter which type of learner you have, they should pick it up one way or the other. That's not always the case. But if they need more time, they can stay in that area on that skill. They can stay on division for a whole, 3 months, 4 months if they need to, and then pick back up. But here we go with the bathing suit. I knew I sold a bathing suit. It's a Cherokee bathing suit, size 18. It only sold for $13, but I don't care. I just want to get rid of these bathing suits. Wonder how much I made on it. My earnings were $10.05, which means I made $9.05 on it. So let's just take a look at it and see when it was listed. It was listed in August. So see, it's been sitting around. And I didn't recognize that bathing suit. So yeah, it's cute, but it's a size 18, which is typically my size, my lowest size I pick up. But yeah. Yeah, I know, Glenn. I'm 13 away from 1,000, and um, I was 10 away from 1,000, and then I lost 3 subscribers. So that was like last month. So like it's not picking up, and I'm not worried about it. I'm here for you guys, and anybody else that wants to join, that's awesome. But I'm not worried about it anymore. I used to, not anymore, because I don't want to be. Well, now I've got 1,000, and now my main one is like because I wanted to go live. Um, but once I get 1,000, and then I'm like, oh no, now I'm down to 990. Now I can't go live anymore. I I want to wait till I get to like 1,200, to where I don't have to worry if these people leave. Then I have plenty of subscribers to keep it above 1,000. So I'll just keep going. I thought my channel would grow when I started selling Mulberry clothing, because there's a lot. I may be wrong. I mean, there may be a lot of channels out there about Mulberry clothing, but um, I don't know. I just felt like my situation is a little unique. I have a full-time job. I'm a caregiver. I only sell Mulberry clothing. I only sell plus size now. It's a little bit more niche, but I don't know. I think people want to see more of the big moneymaker people, and that's just not me. I mean, my 90-day total right now is like around 17,000, and while that's probably okay, that's not what people want to see. They want to see like people who are making 10,000 a month. And that's just not what I do, and I would be very unhappy if I had to ship all that, and I couldn't do it right now. Robin bought this basic editions top for $26.97. It was listed in April. Wonder if that's new with tags. That's kind of high for a basic edition. Yeah, new with tags. Okay, I was gonna say that's a pretty cheapo brand. Again, that's just another T-shirt, right? But it sold. So I don't know. I think for the most part, I get good money for my stuff, considering what it is. But then I'm not ashamed to give it away. To sell it off cheap. Um, there are those that have like that dress for $350. Like, ugh, I never should have listed that dress with that flaw, but oh well. I think I got my money back, so from it at least, hopefully. If it's an extra small, it's not going to cost $6.99 to ship it. So. All right. All right. Robin lives in Muskogee, Oklahoma. Ogie from Muskogee. Well, hello, Joanne. How are you? How are you feeling today? I'm so glad you joined me. Maggie and I missed you on our Tag Talk Monday night. I kind of was thinking you might be there. And you weren't on my W shipping live. Yeah, I did a shipping live stream Sunday night. That's when my printer broke. And I accidentally left you off the concerns in the community, and I feel so bad, but I am thinking of you, Joanne. I didn't have my list in front of me. To be honest, I made no notes that night, and I didn't have my list in front of me. And usually I have my list, so I don't leave anybody off. And some of y'all were asking about Adam's exploits. I talked to him yesterday, and he's around and everything. He's taking a break, and he said to tell everybody hi, and But I usually message Adam once. I have several people that I kind of try to message like once a week if I don't hear from him. And he's one of them. But I was so sick last week, I didn't message anybody. All right, that took about 30 seconds. It's obviously a connection problem with this Rolo, but on my other printer does fine. All my other Wi-Fi stuff does fine. It's just this one. I don't get it. All right, let's go ahead and do the $3.50 dress. Let's get this heck out of my store. I don't want it. Okay. Oh yeah, another Caribbean Joe just sold. How about that? Okay, this goes to Maria, and let's just see. The total was $10.74. It was listed in March of 2022. Okay, that's how nobody wants this. And I'm thinking, why does she even want this dress? So it says dress has a couple of spots. And let me see if I even at that time used my green arrow. Yeah, this is when I was making my own arrows. This is before I knew you could buy stickers. So there's a spot there, there's a spot there, there's a spot, like there's several. Okay. And I tried to get them out and I couldn't get them out. So this person spent $3.50. Now maybe they're going to use the material for something. Oh, I had a manicure done. That's the only way I like to have my fingernails in the pictures if I have a manicure. And it has to be a current manicure. So, bless her heart, Maria wanted this dress, so she got it. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we only got 3 more minutes and it'll be an hour. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. It's kind of heavy, and of course it's going to California. Hanford, California. Rita, if you're there, if you know where Hanford is. I'll do the rest of my shipping and then I'll get off of here because I really, like I said, I got a list and I got to figure out where that top is. All right. To go to California, it's $6.23. So see, I didn't make hardly any money at all on that. That's okay. I mean, obviously she knows there's a flaw or she wouldn't offer me $3, right? And then she upped it to $3.50. I don't know. Let's see what she says. I never hit lives in the evenings. Hubby is home and he gets all the attention. I am doing really well health-wise. Thanks for the good thoughts. Oh, I'm so glad. Oh, your parents live there. Okay.
You can go in there.
Is he wanting to come in here?
Come here.
Is he want to come in here?
No,
Oh.
she does.
Come on, Callie. You can come in here. I don't know why my dog thinks she can't come in here. She knows how to go through the curtain. I'm the woman behind the curtain instead of the man behind the curtain. You used to live there, huh? Okay. I'm still waiting for this stupid printer to print. All right. Oh, I have a surprise. I'm surprised I don't have it today. I ordered a yellow smiley face handbell for when I sell Alfred Dunner products because we always laugh about when it's Alfred Dunner. So I'm going to ring it. But I think I had to get 2 of them. So I'm going to send Yvonne Thrifty Rich one of the bells because she likes smiley faces. Well, it's kind of cheap looking, but I don't know, just something to let her know I was thinking about her. Okay. This is Judith, and Thought I just had a Judith. 2271. It was listed last May. This is a Maggie Barnes. Now I started picking these up now. I'm now selling plain solid tops because I think a lot of people need them. I used to only sell patterned items, but now I've decided no, I'm going to carry plain, like I just listed a Susan Graver beige sleeveless top for the office. People need that kind of stuff. I didn't used to do. I wonder if hopefully this isn't the same Judith. I don't think so. I think it would have told me that because I had it sorted by buyer. So I did get a confirmation from Bridget that when you go to your monthly sales and it says you have repeat buyers, that each time they buy an additional item, they are counted as a repeat buyer. So I have 60 repeat buyers this year, but it's not 60 individual people. And that makes so much more sense because I was like, that number cannot be right. But that makes sense because sometimes I have people buy as many as 6 or 7 items. That would make the number go up. Now I get it. I don't know where she knew that. She knows though. Bridget knows. So got that question answered. I don't think it's the same Judith because I don't remember saying Ocala, Texas is where she lives. And I didn't say Ocala, Texas, did I earlier? No, I did not. Tonight I'm going to try to part out machines and put them in the dishwasher. But I don't know what I'm going to do with my carafes that I bought. I have no room for any more carafes. I just don't know what to do. In my old house down the street, I had them in the a closet above my clothes. I had so many, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I told my wife I would not put any inventory in the house. I got to stick by that. I mean, Rita, what would your husband think if he went into your closet to get dressed and he looked up and there's carafes? I mean, would he get mad? Like she wouldn't, but I don't want to ever get to that point, you know. So I'm still, but I do have a food processor that has been sitting on the dining room table for at least 2 weeks, maybe 3. Because I haven't been able to get it in the dishwasher. We always have too many dishes. Okay, this sold for $22.98. It was listed in November, and it goes to Stephanie. So let's see what Stephanie bought. This is an Alfani. How many of y'all sell Alfani? It's hit or miss for me. It's kind of like Anna for me. It's either really good or it's where it sits. That's at a while. Stephanie. That's good because I'm out of thank you notes. I got to get some more out. I mean, I have them here. See, but I have to take them out and have to take the Ace of Spades out so people don't think I'm giving them the freaking death mark like that one lady. I take the Jokers out and I take the Ace of Spades out. All right. So I think I'm at like 1,200 for the last 7 days, and that's pretty much where I want to be. And that's kind of the number that I'm kind of looking at right now. I'm not looking at daily so much. All right. I don't look at Poshmark at all. That's gravy. All right. Stephanie lives in Port Monmouth. I guess you say Monmouth, New Jersey. Anybody bought any nuts from Lindy Glen? I bought a whole bunch of nuts from Lindy Glen a couple weeks ago and gave a lot of them to my dad for Father's Day. He's really excited about them. I haven't tasted any. I kept some. I haven't tasted any yet, but the shipping to me was quite high, but it may just because I bought quite a bit. Um, I don't know what I was expecting the shipping to be. It may just be because I bought quite a few packs, but let me know if there's a certain flavor that you buy that you like, because what's good about Lindy's site is that she adds flavors every week. She adds different flavors. So it's called kindanutty.com if you're interested in supporting her new business venture. It's not something I ever thought she would do. You're selling nuts. Okay. It's not something I thought you would do. All right, let's see what else sold. So this Croft Barrow women's shirt. Did we already do that one? I think we already did that one. Caribbean Joe. So for $29.48. I don't know if we did that one. This is cute. That's real cute. That's a typical Caribbean Joe that I sell. And then the tropical shirts sell really, really well. Oh, and this Talbot's dress sold for $21.95, and it's been listed since July of 2022. Which I remember this dress. But see, it's a size medium. I would never pick that up again. But it's very cute. And then I just sold this part right before I came on. It's let me see. I don't know what it is. It's listed in February. So for $20.45. I still have best offers on. But I don't have auto, and I have auto accepts on, but I don't have auto declines on anymore. So I think that's helping me a little bit. Although I've never countered yet on an appliance part since I've taken the decline off. Philips Sensio coffee maker cup tray rest. So I don't know. I don't know if they made an offer and it got accepted or not. I'm kind of I'm trying to let the part simmer. Yeah. So I think I've showed you all the rest. All right. Let me pull you guys over here. So I think I'm going to, when I get off of here, I will be working. If anybody wants to work privately, just message me on Facebook or Instagram. I think I'm going to go list some of these items and wait for the garage to cool down. And then I'm really wanting that lady to message me and say, oh, it's okay, I'll substitute. If she says she'll substitute something, I'm going to stop looking. And then if I don't hear from her, then I'm going to print out what I listed on the 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st of May and just start going through the boxes and just go out there late, maybe 10 minutes at a time. I don't know what to do. This is unusual. It's driving me crazy. Have y'all ever lost items like that? It's just, I don't know. Well, did anybody make a sale during the show and maybe I missed it? Because I didn't see anybody say that they made a sale during the show, and that's a drag. I was really hoping. All right. If everybody would just say a little affirmation that Beth's going to find that Catherine's 4X top, I'd appreciate it because it's stressful. All right. Well, y'all have a good day. I may or may not come on here tomorrow. I kind of doubt it because I came on today, but you never know about me. I hope y'all have a great evening, great sales. Don't forget, paddle on. We're all in this business boat together. May God keep you in his pocket. Bye.